Japan's yen falls to a 24-year low, and oil prices slide on a COVID flare-up in China. You're watching the Daily Brief with Forbes. I'm Ramya Faraj. The yen fell to a fresh 24-year low against the dollar today as red-hot U.S. inflation data drove up Treasury yields. $1 bought 135 yen this morning. Central banks' efforts to raise interest rates to curtail inflation will remain in focus this week. The Federal Reserve and the Bank of England are expected to raise rates at their meetings, and there is a chance the Swiss National Bank will also hike, but little change is expected from the Bank of Japan. Oil prices slipped more than $2 this morning as a flare-up in COVID-19 cases in Beijing quelled hopes for a rapid pickup in China's fuel demand. Worries about global inflation and economic growth also depressed the market. Brent crude futures fell below $120 a barrel, and West Texas was trading in the $118 range. Prices tumbled after Chinese officials warned of a ferocious COVID spread in the capital, stopped sporting events, and announced plans to conduct mass testing until Wednesday. Qatar Energy has signed a partnership deal with Total Energies for the North Field East expansion of the world's largest LNG project. Qatar is partnering with international energy companies in the first and largest phase of a nearly $30 billion expansion of the North Field project. Qatar says the selection process for partners has been finalized and subsequent signings could be announced next week. The plan will raise Qatar's liquefaction capacity from 77 million tons per annum to 126 million tons by 2027. Russia earned $98 billion from fossil fuel exports during the first 100 days of its war in Ukraine, with most sent to the EU. A report from Finland-based Center for Research on Energy and Clean Air reveals the EU took 61% of Russia's fossil fuel exports during the war's first 100 days, worth about $60 billion. This month, the EU agreed to halt most Russian oil imports. The bloc aims to reduce gas shipments by 2/3 this year. McDonald's restaurants reopened their doors in Moscow over the weekend under a new name, Vushko and Tochka, which translates as tasty and that's it. Company officials say they plan to reopen 200 restaurants in Russia by the end of June and all 850 by the end of summer. The chain will maintain its old McDonald's interior but will remove any references to its former name. $125.5 million will be pumped into the new chain in 2022. The business currently employs 51,000 people. Crypto lender Celsius Network is pausing all swaps, transfers, and withdrawals between accounts due to what it says are extreme market conditions. Celsius says it's taking the necessary action to stabilize liquidity and operations while it takes steps to preserve and protect assets. The move fueled a broader market sell-off as traders continue to question the sustainability of high-yielding tokens in the wake of the Terra blockchain collapse. Celsius says customers will continue to accrue rewards during the pause in line with its commitment to its customers. U.S. commercial electric vehicle maker Electric Last Mile Solutions says it's planning to file for Chapter 7 bankruptcy after a review of its products and commercialization plans. The move comes after the Michigan-based company disclosed a probe by the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission. The SEC was investigating disagreements with an accounting firm and compliance with the NASDAQ's listing rules. Google says it's very pleased to be settling without admission of wrongdoing, a class action lawsuit that argued it underpaid female employees and assigned them lower ranking positions. The $118 million settlement covers about 15,500 female employees who have worked for Google in California since September 2013. Google also agreed for a third party to analyze its hiring and compensation practices as part of the settlement. Netflix says its global mega-hit Squid Game will return for a second season, but it didn't say when the new season would be released. Netflix says the characters Jihan and the front man will return, and the man in the suit with Dakji might be back. Squid Game became Netflix's most watched series when it was released in September 2021. The show tells the story of cash-strapped contestants who play childhood games for a chance of life-changing sums of money. I'm Ramya Faraj. This is the Daily Brief. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.